Have you ever faced a decision so tricky that it felt like your brain was tied in a knot? A moment where you had to pick between two options, but neither one sat quite right with you. It's a feeling we all get sometimes, like standing at a crossroads with no clear map to tell us which way is best. Maybe you found a wallet on the playground. Your first thought is to return it, which is the honest thing to do. But then you see that your friend, who has been saving up for a new toy for months, is looking at it with longing eyes. You want to be honest, but you also want to see your friend happy. Suddenly, a simple choice feels complicated. Or imagine you promised your parents you'd finish your homework, but your sibling needs your help building a school project that's due tomorrow. Keeping your promise is important, but so is helping your family. What do you do when both choices feel like the right thing to do? These situations, where every choice feels a little bit wrong, or where two good things are pulling you in opposite directions, are at the very heart of what we call a moral dilemma. A moral dilemma isn't just any old problem. It's a special kind of challenge. It's a situation where you must choose between two or more actions, but there's a catch. Each action conflicts with some of your deeply held values or principles. Values are the things that are most important to us, like honesty, kindness, fairness, loyalty, and responsibility. They are our inner compass, guiding us on how to be a good person. In a moral dilemma, your compass seems to point in two directions at once. There is no simple path forward. There is no perfect solution that makes everyone happy or resolves all the issues without any cost. No matter what you choose, it feels like you have to let go of something important. Making these choices can feel very heavy, like you're carrying a backpack full of worries. That's because these aren't just logical puzzles. They are emotional ones too. They challenge our character and force us to think about what kind of person we want to be. It's important to understand that in a true moral dilemma, you are not choosing between a clearly good option and a clearly bad one. That would be easy. We all know we shouldn't steal or be mean. Instead, you are often choosing between two good options that unfortunately cannot exist together. Or sometimes, you might be choosing between two difficult outcomes, trying to pick the one that causes the least amount of trouble or hurt. This is often called choosing the lesser of two evils. For example, what happens when telling the truth would deeply hurt someone you care about? Let's say your friend shows you a drawing they are very proud of, but you don't think it's very good. Being honest is a wonderful value. It builds trust and shows respect. At the same time, protecting a friend's feelings and encouraging their efforts is also a kind and valuable thing to do. In this situation, you can't seem to do both. If you are completely honest, you might crush their confidence. If you aren't honest, you might feel like you're not being a true friend. You have to sacrifice one important value for another. This is why these choices are so difficult, and why they stick with us long after we have made them. The feeling of being stuck, of being pulled in two directions, is a universal human experience. It's something that kids, teenagers, and even grown-ups face all the time. It is the core of what makes these dilemmas so powerful and so important to talk about. Imagine you have two choices. If you choose option A, you uphold one moral value, like loyalty to a friend, but you might have to let go of another, like following a rule. If you choose option B, the reverse happens. You follow the rule, but you might feel like you've let your friend down. You protect the value you just sacrificed, but you have to give up the first one. No matter what you decide, you might feel like you have compromised something important. This feeling of inner conflict is not a sign of weakness or that you're a bad person. In fact, it's the opposite. It is a sign of a thoughtful and conscientious person trying to navigate a complex world. It shows that you care deeply about doing the right thing, even when the right thing is not clear at all. Having a moral dilemma means your moral compass is working. It's active and engaged, trying to find the best path in a tricky situation. Throughout this series, we are going to explore these tough choices together. We won't be giving you the answers. Instead, Our goal is to understand the nature of these dilemmas. We want to see where they appear in our lives, at home, at school, and with our friends. We'll use simple language and provide subtitles so everyone can follow along easily. By looking at these situations with curiosity and kindness, we can learn what they can teach us about ourselves and our values. Understanding moral dilemmas helps us build empathy for others because we realize that they face tough choices too. It helps us become better problem solvers and more confident decision makers. By exploring them, we can learn to face life's inevitable challenges with a bit more clarity, a bit more compassion, and a whole lot more courage. Let's begin with a situation many of us have faced in some form, whether at school, at home, or with our friends. Imagine your close friend is incredibly excited about a new project they've been working on for weeks. It could be a drawing, a story they've written, or even a new dance they've created. They've poured their heart and soul into it, and you can see how much it means to them. They finally finish and present it to you, their eyes shining with hope and anticipation. They trust you more than anyone, and then they ask the big question. So, what do you think? Be honest. In that moment, you feel a little jolt inside, because you immediately see some things that could be better. Suddenly, two of your most important values are in direct conflict with each other: your commitment to honesty and your loyalty to your friend's feelings. It feels like being pulled in two different directions at once. Which path is the right one to take? On one hand, you believe in telling the truth. You know that honesty is the foundation of a strong, trusting friendship. A real friend helps you grow and improve. You think about how your honest feedback, delivered kindly, could help them make their project even more amazing. By being honest, you could save your friend from future disappointment or wasted effort. Pointing out a flaw now might prevent them from feeling embarrassed if they show it to a larger audience, like a teacher or a contest judge, later on. Your honesty is a gift that helps them succeed. On the other hand, you deeply value kindness and protecting the people you care about. You know how brave it was for your friend to share their creation with you. Their confidence is like a delicate flame, and you don't want to be the one to blow it out. Crushing their enthusiasm with a harsh critique, even if it's true, could seriously damage their confidence. They might feel like their work isn't good enough and give up on their passion altogether. The fear of hurting them feels very real. So, you consider another option. A white lie, or a softened version of the truth, could preserve their happiness in this moment. Saying something like, "Wow, this is a great start," focuses on the positive and keeps your friendship free of conflict. But would you be doing them a disservice in the long run? Whatever you decide, you are forced to weigh one value against another. There is no perfect, easy answer that checks every box. There is only a choice between two imperfect options, and you have to decide which value is more important in this specific situation. This is the heart of a moral dilemma. Now, let's consider another common scenario that pits our personal responsibilities against our sense of duty to help others. This kind of dilemma can happen to any of us, at any time, when we least expect it. Imagine you're hurrying to get to your team's championship soccer game. You promised your coach and teammates you'd be there early to warm up. As you are rushing along, you see a neighbor on the sidewalk. Their grocery bag has ripped, and cans and apples are rolling everywhere. They look distressed and are having trouble bending down to pick everything up. Your first impulse is probably to stop and help. The value at play here is compassion, the desire to help someone who is in need. It's that feeling inside that connects us to other people and encourages us to be kind. By stopping, you would be acting on a principle of shared humanity and community. You'd be a good neighbor. It would only take a few minutes, but it would make a huge difference to them. This choice feels good and right. However, you also have a serious commitment. You made a promise to your team. Being late for the big game could mean letting your teammates down and missing a crucial part of the match. This is about responsibility and keeping your word. Your team is counting on you. If you continue on your way, You will meet your commitment to your team, but you will likely be haunted by a feeling of guilt. You might spend the whole game wondering if your neighbor was okay and wishing you had stopped. This dilemma forces you to weigh your obligation to your team against your obligation to a neighbor in need. One is an act of responsibility and teamwork. The other is an act of selfless compassion. Both are good things, but in this moment, you can't do both. You have to choose. These kinds of choices aren't just in real life. Stories, from ancient myths and fairy tales to our favorite modern movies and books, are filled with characters facing impossible choices. These stories help us explore big ideas about right and wrong. Let's look at a hero familiar to almost everyone, Spider-Man. His entire journey is defined by a powerful moral dilemma that repeats in many forms. The conflict between his personal life as Peter Parker and his public duty as a hero. He is constantly forced to choose. Should he go to his best friend's birthday party, or should he stop a runaway bus? Should he help his Aunt May with a problem at home, or should he save the countless strangers who make up the city? Each choice means sacrificing something important. Or think of the movie. The character Joy spends most of the story believing that her main job is to keep Riley happy all the time. Her dilemma is realizing that sadness is also a vital and necessary emotion. She has to choose between her old value, unending happiness, and a new, more complex understanding that true well-being requires acknowledging all feelings, even the difficult ones. The Harry Potter series shows that sometimes doing the right thing means breaking the rules. Harry, Ron, and Hermione often have to choose between following the strict rules of their school, Hogwarts, and pursuing a higher moral law, the fight for justice, love, and the protection of their friends and the innocent. They teach us that rules are important, but sometimes our conscience calls on us to choose a better, braver path. These fictional scenarios act as a safe playground for our minds. They are like practice sessions for real life. They allow us to step into a character's shoes, experience a difficult dilemma, weigh the options, and consider the consequences, all without having to face the real-world stakes. By watching them, we learn to think more deeply about our own choices and the values we hold dear. Now that we've talked about dilemmas at home, let's explore some tricky situations that can pop up at school or when we're part of a team. School is a wonderful place to learn and grow, not just with books and numbers, but also with friends and classmates. It's a community where our choices can affect many people. These choices aren't always simple, and sometimes what seems like the right thing to do can feel complicated. We learn about math and history, but we also learn about being a good friend, a fair teammate, and a responsible member of our school community. Let's step into the shoes of a few students and see what kinds of moral dilemmas they face. Imagine you're working on a big science project with your best friend. The project is due tomorrow, and you've both worked really hard on it. You're almost finished, but your friend accidentally breaks a key part of your model. There's no time to fix it properly before you have to present it. Your friend is really upset and worried you'll both get a bad grade. They look at you and say, "Let's just tell the teacher it was already broken when we got it. They'll never know and we won't get in trouble." Suddenly, you're facing a tough choice. On one hand, you value honesty. You know that telling the truth is important, and it's the foundation of trust between you, your friend, and your teacher. Taking responsibility for your actions, even when they are accidents, is a sign of maturity. You feel a strong pull to be truthful about what happened, accepting whatever grade comes with it. It feels like the most honorable path to take. But on the other hand, you also deeply value your friendship and loyalty. Your friend is scared and asking for your help. You don't want to see them get upset or for both of you to get a poor grade after all your hard work. Protecting your friend and your shared success feels incredibly important in this moment. Going along with the little lie seems like a way to show your loyalty and avoid immediate negative consequences. What do? Do you protect your friend with a fib, or do you stand by the truth, even if it means you both might face a disappointing outcome? This is a classic dilemma between honesty and loyalty. Now let's run out to the soccer field. You're in the middle of a very close game. It's the final few minutes and the score is tied. The ball comes flying towards you and you score a goal. Your teammates erupt in cheers and your coach is thrilled. It's the winning goal. But as you celebrate, you realize something. Just before you kicked it, the ball grazed your hand. According to the rules, this means the goal shouldn't count. The referee didn't see it, your coach didn't see it, the other team didn't seem to notice either. No one knows but you. Here's the dilemma. One of your core values is fairness and sportsmanship. You believe in playing by the rules and winning honestly. Admitting the handball would be the ultimate act of fair play, showing respect for the game and your opponents. It would be a powerful statement about your character, proving that how you play the game is more important than winning. However, another powerful value is teamwork and loyalty to your teammates. They are all celebrating, so happy about the win they've all worked so hard for. If you admit what happened, you'll take that victory away from them. You might feel like you're letting your entire team down. The desire to win, to celebrate with your friends, and to be the hero of the game is incredibly strong. Do you stay silent and accept the win for your team? Or do you speak up for the sake of fairness, knowing it will cost your team the game? Let's head to the school library for our next scenario. You're waiting to use a computer, and you notice that the person who just left, a classmate, forgot to log out of their social media account. As you're about to close the window, you see a private message on the screen. In the message, your classmate is admitting to cheating on the big history test that everyone found so difficult last week. This is a tricky situation. You believe in academic honesty and fairness. It doesn't seem right that this student got a good grade by cheating, while you and your friends studied for hours. Reporting the cheating would uphold the school's rules and ensure that everyone is graded fairly. It feels like the responsible thing to do for the integrity of the whole class. The rules are there for a reason, to make sure the learning environment is fair for every single student. But you also believe in privacy and kindness. You weren't supposed to see that message, it was private. Using information you accidentally saw feels a bit like spying. You also know that reporting your classmate could get them into serious trouble, and you don't want to be the cause of that. Maybe they were feeling desperate, or maybe there's more to the story. Showing compassion and respecting their privacy feels like the kind thing to do. You are caught between the duty to report wrongdoing and the duty to respect someone's privacy and show compassion. If you report it, you are upholding fairness for the group, but potentially causing great distress for an individual based on information you weren't meant to have. If you say nothing, you are respecting their privacy, but allowing an act of dishonesty to go unaddressed, which might feel unfair to everyone who studied hard. Each of these school and team dilemmas forces us to weigh our personal values against our responsibilities to a group. There's rarely an easy answer, and the right choice often depends on what values we prioritize most. We have journeyed through the complex world of moral dilemmas. We saw how these tough choices appear in our daily lives, in the stories we love, and in the high-stakes world of professional life. A moral dilemma is not a test with a correct answer. It is a moment of formation, a crucible where our character is forged. The choices we make in these moments, and how we live with them afterward, shape the person we become. They build our capacity for empathy, courage, and wisdom. Understanding moral dilemmas is not about avoiding them. It is about learning to face them with awareness, honesty, and a commitment to understanding the values at stake. The question turns back to you. Think about a moral dilemma you have faced in your own life. Take a moment to reflect on that choice. What were the values pulling you in different directions? What made the decision so difficult? This self-awareness is powerful, the first step toward more conscious decisions. Life will keep presenting crossroads. Second, talk about it. Friends, family, mentors, discussing choices can give perspective. You don't have to carry the weight alone. Living morally isn't perfection. It's engaging the struggle with integrity and courage. These dilemmas aren't flaws. They're central to being human. They make our choices meaningful and push us to be more thoughtful and compassionate. Thank you for joining me on this journey. The path isn't always clear, but walking it with awareness makes all the difference.